See Bilal Hussain with the ball and he runs in. Well, this one's a little short. It's clubbed into the leg side. The fielder at mid-on will run across and keep that to a single. Well, this one's clubbed straight at the fielder at mid-on, who manages to get a hand on it, but much to the dismay of everybody else, it runs away to the boundary, and that'll be the first 4 of this innings. Bilal Hussain will want to finish this up quietly. Well, he goes straight, does Jawad Shah. When he gets going, there are few things that can put a comma or a full stop in his batting. He looks like he's a man on a mission here in this tournament. Bludgeons that one straight back over the bowler's head. And that one's gone many a mile behind the bowler. Another sixer up his alley there.
And no name is too big to warrant a second over. You struggle the first time, as this is gonna go the distance, as Umar Shah will join in the act and have his first 6 of the innings. That's the second 6 of the Eagles innings overall.
So Umar Shah with that goes on to 8 of the 6 balls that he's faced so far. This one's a slow ball. It's struck aerially over the infield once again, and that'll be another sixer. I think that one carried all the way. It did. The umpire more exercise for him, and back-to-back 6s here.
He's looking gorgeous as he strikes this one cleanly as well. And is this going to go the distance? It will. Looks like Umar Shah has given up the bat for the golf clubs. He's brought out the driver, and he's teeing off and hitting them as far as he can.
And just as they do that, things start falling back in place. Where 1-6 can sail over the boundary, so can 2. When there's a third one on a hat trick, they'll take it too.
2 for 12 in one of his games. This one is not connected cleanly, and he'll go straight to Iftikhar Jaman. You really can't keep this man out of the action. If he's not doing the job with the ball, then he will do it with the catches, as the Cyprus Eagles lose their first wicket after having a great opening stand. It was extremely unfortunate not to get a 50. He deserved one. As he starts off with inside edge, and he's gone for a golden duck, and well, after his night had the perfect start, well, it's not really going to that climax he would have hoped for. Struggled a bit with the ball, and now he's just inside edge, one onto his stumps, and there's Mehdi Hassan over, is really bringing the Tigers back into the game, as and he's now got to face a hat-trick ball. Here's Mehdi Hassan. Oh, he almost has it. How great would that have been?
Fan following forward the Nicosia Tigers as the skipper brings himself on, and well, this one's kited up there into the air, lands just about safely. Well, I wonder if there was not enough time for the skipper to run back there and try and catch that one.
And it's going to be interesting to see whether the Eagles will just play this over conservatively, or whether they'll go at him, as Rajshekhar Palluri takes advantage of a ball that was right at his stumps, and on this occasion Hassan just straying away from what worked for him for the first over.
We're looking to keep this momentum going. They're scoring it over 9-0 over that boundary. This one's launched into the leg side. It makes its way all the way over the ropes for a first 6 off the bat of Palluri. Palluri will be looking to capitalize. Well, he strikes this one beautifully once again, and that uneven bounce means that the ball will make its way to the boundary. Well, this one's short, and it's punched back straight down the ground. When the going gets easy, Jawad Shah will keep going harder.
8 wickets in hand as Palluri tees off. Will this go to the fielder at mid-wicket? It will. And just as we say that, the skipper responds in excellent fashion. And he's backed up with some great fielding by Rashidul Hassan, as the dangerous Rajshekhar Palluri plays a handy little cameo, but can't kick on from it after he went for 26 runs. So Aminul's been brought in, as this one is skied. It's really high in the air. There is a catching opportunity, but it will take some catching, and once again Rashidul Hassan has bagged another blinder. That was so high in the air, it might have hit a satellite on the way up there.
Well, definitely gathered some stardust on the way down. Excellent piece of fielding in the deep there.
Well, the Eagles, you always have to look at triple digits, as the skipper shows why he
only 3 wides bowled so far, and this one's another skyer, so these balls are flying up high into the air, and they're being snaffled up easily by the Nicosia Tigers in the field. So after having hit a couple of good boundaries in the last few balls, the Eagles are also failing to connect with equanimity here. Another batsman trying to clear the boundary, failing to connect cleanly. Oh, Ronnie Mekala with the bat in hand. What a blinder that is! Incredible action here from Iftikhar Jaman with the ball in hand. Flew to his left and plucked out an absolute blinder. Well, to top that catch throughout the rest of this tournament, you have to fly some and soar like the Eagles. That is an incredible catch. Well, he makes connection on this occasion, but another ball goes straight down the throat of the fielder. Except this time around, he fails to cling on.
Will he be able to score on Iftikhar Jaman, whose numbers look cartoonish right now, and he's just picked out the gap, and he's got a boundary.
I'll get some bat on it is what he'll be thinking. He manages to do that. Skies another one. This one's got straight down the throat. That'll be easily snaffled by Jad Hussain. And yet another Eagles wicket falls towards the fag end of this innings, but importantly for them, the skipper Murli Alanki will be back on strike.
To bowl the final ball of this innings, as this one's rather timidly played, too long on. They'll have to push for a second as Charan Nalluri is off the mark, but the run out's at the batter's end, and it's well taken by Abid Ali to run out Murli Alanki, who played a brilliant innings, a fantastic cameo.
Let those nervous butterflies go flying. Well, that one struck on middle and leg, but I think that was drifting down the leg side, as the umpire acknowledges as well with a show of hand. Charan Nalluri has been effective with the new ball. Well, this one struck beautifully into the leg side. That'll be the first boundary off his blade in this innings, Mazumdar.
They can get this to a late stage of the match. They wouldn't be too displeased themselves, as right as we say that, the Cyprus Eagles return to old habits and give up 5 free runs to the Nicosia Tiger cause.
As Nalluri runs back in. Well, this one's angled down into the leg side and met with absolute disdain. That'll be another boundary. Well, that one struck plumb in front. No doubt whatsoever in the mind of the umpire. Jawad Shah, how often does this man deliver when his team needs him? Beautifully bowled on the full. And on this occasion, Shekhawat tries to find the gap on the leg side, plays across the line, and he's strung plumb in front. Bowled more disciplinedly, with more discipline even in the first game.
Yeah, exactly, and that's brilliantly played, as Hassan will get his first boundary. He gets off the mark in style. That was perfectly placed in the early stages of the tournament, as Palluri comes back in, and this is brilliantly hit through covers right in front of point, as this captain gives a big chase. This one's just spooned over the two fielders, as Rashid Al Hassan will get his third boundary, and looks like the Tigers want to get this total as soon as they can. They are in an absolute rush. This one slides down the next side, and those extras, we keep talking about them and they keep coming. That's another terrible moment for the Cyprus Eagles. It's the only way the Eagles can lose if they beat themselves. And this is perfectly placed. This is just a gorgeous shot.
Ron Otter. Well, the ball's up in the air. It's achingly away from Omar Shah. He got both his hands to it, but not finding the middle of those outstretched arms. Can that be a turning point in this game?
That could be a big moment, and I think the game really needed the Eagles to take that one, as he's punished for that moment as he tries to dig one in short, and Roman Mazumdar bangs this one away for 4.
As Omar Shah runs in, banks this one in short. There's some width on offer. This one's clubbed straight up in the air and down the throat off the fielder, Shekhar Mutamseti, who catches that one and then looks up at the skies and says, I could not see that one in the air. How few runs you need to get, and a quiet over here from Mutamseti can certainly put the cat amongst the pigeons, but Mazumdar has different plans up his sleeve. That's another ball that's been clubbed way over the fielder in the deep. That'll be another mighty 6 for Mazumdar. Can he do it for his team? Well, this one's ambled down the leg side, and well, much to their dismay, once again, that'll be 5 wides. And look at that look of utter despair on the skipper's face. Can Abid Ali finish this for his team in style? He'd certainly want to. He smacks that one to the field red point, and they'll scamper across. Well, there's a direct hit, so it's all happening. The leg umpire is running up. Will this be the end of the game? He's not lifting his hand up, or is he going to ask for a replay there? They're still out there trying to figure out what's going to happen. If this is a safe single, that'll be the end of it all. And there is some amount of discussion going out there in the middle. Kyriakou thinks he's got his man. Runs across. Well, I think he probably did have his man. There is a request for the third umpire. Well, his bat is in the air. That is out for my money. I think he's got to go back. That looks like he's gone for all money there. Well, is there a twist in the tail? Can there be a fluctuation in the fortunes? The third umpire is being called on. Or is he?
The final decision is that he was in and safe. That was absolutely touch and go, but I think regardless of that, the Nicosia Tigers would have managed to make it. This is an absolutely close call, and boy, I'm sure if you have the Cyprus Eagles goggles on, you think that run out. But that doesn't matter in the end, as those Nicosia Tigers are clapping, and good to see a bit of sportsmanship